Welcome to All Andy Alford Part 2 here on ClayFan23. I am your host, Andrew Alford. I'm hoping you're having a great Memorial Day holiday weekend. The Mudhens were in action this weekend. Fixing my mic there, I apologize. The Mudhens were in action this weekend, and they did take 2 of 4. They split the series against Buffalo. Let's start with Friday night. Friday night they lost 7-3. Alfredo Figueroa gets the loss. He goes to 4-2 with a 3.48 ERA, and he gets the win. He goes to 6-1 with a 3.92 ERA. Homers for Strebe and Wells is fourth, and Strebe's fourth. Wells sixth. Jacobs homered for Buffalo in front of 10,215, and the game lasted 2 hours and 45 minutes. Saturday saw the Mudhens winning in the afternoon. They always play afternoon games in Buffalo, which I noticed. It's pretty cool. I mean, I like afternoon ball games. The Tigers affiliate, the Toledo Mudhens, won 5-4. Gonzalez goes to 4-4 with a 3.57 ERA. Stoner gets the loss. He goes to 3-5 with a 5.13 ERA. Leon got his first home run. Frazier is 7th and Wells 7th. Hessman homered for the Buffalo Bisons, is 17th of the season. And Green homered his second of the season. Now Hessman, it's going to be interesting when Hessman comes back to Toledo. First thing I'm going to do is I'll give him a standing O, but if he gets a home run, I'm going to boo him. It's simple enough. It is simple enough. On Sunday, the Mudhens were a winner 8-7. Wise got the win. He goes to 1-0 with a 0 ERA. Owen gets the loss. He goes to 1-1 with a 4.76 ERA. Lugo homered, Wells and Frazier. Murphy and Keswick for Buffalo homered, and Casey Fiend got the save. Their Hens return home. Finally, they return home for 4 games, and then they hit the road for 9, and they come back home to play 8 at home. They open up a 4-game set with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. That game's at 5 o'clock today on BCSN. Carpenter will start for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. He's 5-4 with a 3.60 ERA. And the Mudhens, on the Mudhen website, it says Max Scherzer who's starting. If you watched the first All Andy Alford today, Scherzer pitched for the Tigers, so we don't know who is actually pitching for the Mudhens this afternoon, and it'll be interesting to see what happens there. The iOS standings look like this. The Columbus Clippers are 32-19 and 7-3 in their last 10. Speaking of them, Mark Grudzielanek, the pitcher from the Columbus, pitched for the Indians for some time. He retired yesterday. He got the win. He was stricken with pneumonia, and best wishes of him to his family and to him to recover from such a young guy. To retire from this illness is just shocking. Toledo is in second place. They're 28-22, 3-5, 3.5 back, 6-4 in their last 10. It's good for them. Good for them. Indianapolis is 26-24, 5.5 back, 5-5 in their last 10. And Louisville is 23-27, 8.5 back, and 6-4 in their last 10. This iOS is starting to build up, and it'll be interesting to see what happens when we go back on the road. We play Lehigh Valley, and I believe who else do we play? I'll pull this up for you. We play Lehigh Valley for 4, then we go to Rochester and we play Lehigh Valley for 4. Tuesday, the 8th through the 11th, and remember, the 9th and the 10th, we're going to be live at Kalahari, so we won't be doing coverage on the Mudhens. And then they return home the 12th through the 20th. They'll be playing 4 against Rochester and 4 against Norfolk before they hit the road to play divisional play against Louisville, 4 against Louisville, and 3 and 4 against Indianapolis. Stanley Cup Finals finally started. Philadelphia was a loser on Saturday night to Chicago, 6-5. Chicago goes to 1-0 in the series. Boucher got the loss. He stopped 11 of 12, but they pulled Lettinen, who let in 5 goals. You gotta especially in the Stanley Cup Finals. You have to stick with your goalie. Niemi got the win. He goes 20. He stopped 27 to 32. Both teams shot 32 shots on net. Leno and Bettis for Philadelphia scored each. Brouwer and Bolin for Chicago. Bolin had 2, and Bolin had 1. Game 2 tonight at the Madhouse at Madison. It'll be on 8 o'clock. It will be Lettinen starting for the Philadelphia Flyers. Niemi again will start for the Chicago Blackhawks. That game is at 8 o'clock on CBC or on NBC, and I prefer watching it on CBC. It's just because of that one broadcaster who's got that nasally voice I can't stand. He is really annoying. Before I wrap up the show, there was a comment made on all Andy Rants that I made the phrase saying that I don't like all things Chicago. First of all, I'd like to apologize to all our Chicago viewers who heard this comment and emailed me and said, well, you talk so much about Chicago and blah 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 blah. Well, I was kind of mad at the time because Lita Wise was from Chicago and he won American Idol and he was from Chicago, and I do apologize for those comments. I mean, Chicago's great. However, the Cubs and the Bulls, the White Sox are alright, the Blackhawks are okay, the Fire's alright. The food there is great, the people are sometimes alright, but we shall see. So I do apologize for those comments on Andy Rants, but that is an opinion show, but it must have came across as a threat, basically. Remember, our recommendation of the day is pay homage to those who have served for that flag right there. I mean, Memorial Day, I've heard so many people talk about, well, Memorial Day is the official start of the summer. Memorial Day is the official start of cocktail season. Memorial Day is to honor that and honor those who have fallen for that flag. And remember, as Kate Smith always says, as always she says, I'm Andrew Alfred. I hope you have a good holiday. God bless America. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. And especially to the Mud Hens and all Chicago. Victory is sweet, but you have tasted defeat.